We'll get Sree Iyer, who is an author, joining us from United States to really give us a perspective of are these laws really discriminatory in nature as far as Asians or brown-skinned people are concerned, and also Dr. Surat Singh, who's an international lawyer. In fact, Mr. Iyer, I want to begin with you, sir. Time and again, this isn't the first time that such a case has come to light. There are so many instances when people travel to the U.S. On work permits, on any of those visas, they're really scared that any of the provisions of child abuse may be just invoked against them, and they may just lose custody of their children.
You know, this could be one of those situations where the hospital, the first one that they went to, might have thought that there was an issue of child endangerment. Now, when the child, which is 6 months old, has swelling on her palms, it could be something as simple as food poisoning or allergy towards a specific food. For instance, the new generation of Indian Americans
and so on. I'm not saying that is the case here, but there could be something like able to establish the real cause, and maybe that's why they wanted to do an MRI. But somehow the way the questioning and answering has happened must have created a doubt in the mind of the hospital officials, and that's why they said that the children should be given to child custody. Now, I don't think there is really a big issue here in the sense that you need to make sure that the facts have to come out. It is strange that it took so many months and still they have not been able to resolve it, but I'm sure that if there was any injustice, that will come out, and this is not unusual, and I don't think this is a racial profiling as such. This thing has been known to happen even for any American citizen or resident of America. So let's not take a look at it from that perspective. Let's try and see what is really wrong with the child and make sure that she gets the right treatment.
Okay. Mr. Iyer, you want to respond to this? It is practically a forced abduction by the state of the children. And what are the prospects of this couple getting their children back?
I wouldn't go that far. Certainly the couple have legal recourse. I did do a search on the Florida arrest records to see if they were being taken into custody, the couple, and they have not yet, which means that they're out. And they can engage a legal help, like a lawyer, who can take this case up on a contingency basis. What a contingency basis means, you don't have to pay the lawyer, and he takes the money out of the settlement. And if the lawyer can prove that there was something wrong on part of the first hospital, then
I would like
they will get the justice, and they will get the children back. I think there is some miscommunication that I'm thinking is happening. The fact that there has not been much coverage in the U.S. media about this makes me think, you know, we need to connect some dots here. But certainly they have recourse to legal help, and I think that's what they should do. Don't try to take the children out from there and send them to their relatives in India. They need to stay there and make a stand. Do not back away from a fight if you think you are right.
Okay, all right, yes. I want to take a final question from our panelists, starting with you, Mr. Iyer. What is the role that MEA can play in a case like this?
I think the MEA can facilitate, maybe if somebody from their families from back India needs to go and help them there. Beyond that, MEA can only represent the case to the appropriate state authorities. They can also try and set up some legal help for the couple, because I don't know how they understand the legal procedures and so on. Like I said, any legal firm, if they find that there is something wrong with the way the hospital works, they will be able to take up their case on a contingency basis, and the hospital will be made to pay the damages.
Okay, all right.
And I think this is going to get resolved fast.
All right.